We want to get back to that breaking news we told you about a couple of minutes ago with Damar Hamlin released from the hospital, now back in Buffalo. Doctors broke the news. Hamlin traveled with doctors, with teammates who are with him at the airport. He's confirmed to be doing well and landed safely back in Buffalo. NBC's Kathy Park is there. And Kathy, it's incredible. You know, the doctors said they're thrilled and proud to be able to report this news. It is a major milestone in Damar Hamlin's recovery after a week now, exactly 1 week, with so many people having witnessed what happened to him and having been praying for him, thinking about him all this time.
Hallie, that is absolutely right, and this is certainly the news that we have been waiting for, and it kind of caught us off guard because we were anticipating to get an update on his condition, but we didn't exactly realize that he would be released from the hospital. But let me kind of backtrack a little bit. A few moments ago, the doctors here at UC Medical Center did say that he met a lot of those key milestones, so he was transported to the Buffalo area. They did not say exactly where he was transported to, but he met a lot of those key milestones, and he has shown progress ever since that on-field emergency on Monday evening. On Friday, I can tell you the doctors were able to remove his breathing tube, and over the weekend he was live tweeting during the game. He was in high spirits, but also was very aware of the fact that the country was rooting for him. Football fans all over the country were rooting for him, and I'm outside of the UC Medical Center here right now, and there are signs and posters and well wishes, and this outpost here has really been growing each and every day. Just a few moments ago, reporters had an opportunity to ask questions to these physicians who have been monitoring Damar Hamlin, and they asked, hey, you know, is there any chance that he could potentially be on the football field? That still is to be determined at this point. Right now, he is under the watch of a different care team, but they are hopeful, obviously. We also know that his neurological function is still intact. Just a couple of days ago, we were told that his neurological function is excellent, and obviously he is doing well in that regard, but he is weak because he did have to travel to Buffalo today, but they said it is normal considering what he's been going through. But certainly the news that we have been looking forward to hearing, it has been an emotional roller coaster ever since that emergency on Monday. I think the teammates especially, they were just shaken when they saw him collapse in front of him, and then it turned to relief when they got the good news, when things started to turn around. And then, of course, that incredible game. I mean, how can we not talk about that game? Just a storybook game where just a few seconds into that game, you had that incredible touchdown, and then you saw number 3 just everywhere across that stadium. So certainly a lot of good news for Damar Hamlin, but his recovery is still ongoing. He still has a long road to recovery, and of course we'll be monitoring any sort of updates, but that's the latest from here. Damar Hamlin, released from UC Medical Center, has been transported to another facility in Buffalo, New York.
It is just incredible that he is back now in Buffalo, and that this news is coming to us today. There is still, Kathy, as you point out, there is still a long road to recovery, right? So a major milestone for Damar Hamlin, for the team, frankly, but there's still a lot more to come. Can you talk through some of what doctors described as the next steps for Damar Hamlin now that he's there?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And one of the reporters did ask that question, but now he is under the care and of a different medical team. So they're kind of deferring those questions to them. So like I said, it's still TBD where he has been transported to, but it seems like they are just kind of sharing the good news here. The latest update here is that he has been released, but they're kind of leaning on the physicians who are watching him closely and monitoring closely there. But it sounds like the flight to Buffalo ended up well. He's doing well at the moment, but a little weak.
Kathy Park, understandably so. Kathy, thank you for that update. I know you'll keep us up to date with any other information that comes out on his condition. Appreciate it.